So today the plan is to first talk about and discuss the second chakra, because there's a lot of stuff going on around it, and then to take you all into a meditation, to provide some group healing, and then to provide some one-on-one healing. When I open it up for the one-on-one healing, I will provide a phone number for you to call in if you'd like to call me and ask a question live, and I'll put you on speaker so everybody could hear your question. Or you could go ahead and write it here at the chat to the right, and that way people will see it as well. So if you feel comfortable leaving your last name, wonderful, and if not, that's fine as well. The more information you leave for me, the easier it is for me to read your energy. So let's just take a breath of air, settle in for a moment. We're all busy people, busy lives, and for some of us, we had our power turned off for the last 2 days, and that was really disorienting. And one thing I noticed is that really turned up my second chakra energy. So second chakra, the color representing it is orange, is based 2 inches below the belly button, and it's also known as the sacral chakra. So when this chakra focuses on sexuality, sensuality, creativity, and emotions. And it really helped me to realize how dependent we are on our material needs. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and put my headphones on electricity. I have a little baby in the back who's about to take a nap. Okay. So when second chakra issues are out of balance, that results in, on the emotional level, control, wanting to hold on tighter to things, worry, anxiety, frustration, anger, fear of abandonment, and tumescence is like the energy we feel when we're PMSing and we just have so much energy, we're just about to explode and we don't know what to do with it. It is disorganized behavior. It is a low confidence. It is lack of motivation to go out and do things, or you have so much energy, you just don't know what to do with it, and you end up almost stubbing your toe or hurting yourself to come bring yourself down. It results in infertility. It results in lack of libido. It results in overwhelm and lack of connection. And for some people who have too much connection, that's where it results in overwhelm. It results in difficulty getting pregnant, and some of the health issues that will result if somebody has a second chakra, either it's too open or too closed. And by the way, when I say that, there's no judgment like this is how you should be 50%. No. It's just a certain percentage that is true for you at the very situation of whatever is going on in your life. Like if you had a death in the family, of course, your second chakra energy is going to shift accordingly. You might come more into the first chakra, the grounding, the earth, and into your heart, the fourth chakra. So there's no right or wrong, but in general, we want to be in balance, and balance is it differs from us from day to day, and it differs from people in general. So some health problems that result of a second chakra imbalance are low back pain, sometimes chronic low back pain, pelvic issues, infertility, lack of erections, anything that has to do with the sexual organs, like for the ovaries, that's where, and actually in today's session, we could do a little healing around the ovaries. But the ovaries being difficulty getting pregnant, urinary tract infections, yeast infections, and arthritis, actually. Okay. So the second chakra refers a lot to emotions. And so when we hold on to other people's emotions, or sometimes people's energy just gets stuck on us, we all have that experience of a teacher that maybe is very hard on us and we just can't get that person out of our mind, or a mother, or just somebody in our field. And a lot of the people I attract are healers. And so when you're healers, you're going to attract a lot of people that want to hold on to you a little closer. This is going to affect your second chakra. And when we're courting too much of other people's energy, that will throw us off balance, except if you have a baby. The only time that it's really appropriate for another being to be in your second chakra pretty consistently is when you have an infant or a baby. So one solution when you have a lot of other people's energy is to cut the cords, which we're not going to talk about today, but I'm happy to share that offline with you about how to do that and to separate your energy from other people's energy. And there's a lot of, I actually work as an intuitive coach. So there's tons of processes you could do to release other people's energies that you're holding on to, such as could be anger, could be things that you're feeling within a relationship. And by the way, the lesson of the second chakra as it relates to relationships is that we create either a casual or a romantic relationship. Our relationship has a purpose in our life, no matter how painful the journey is while you're in relationship or a dynamic with that person, but it's to help us to grow and to evolve and to learn so much more about ourselves. Sometimes it's easier to learn the lessons after the relationship ends and we can look back at it, but it's also helpful to look at it during the relationship as it's going on. So I meditated earlier and I came to just a few thoughts and notions that seemed a pattern, especially in my realm, that I wanted to speak to. And then maybe when we go into meditation, other things will come up as well. The first thing, and I live in the Bay Area, this is definitely a phenomenon in the Bay Area, is we have an expansion of our creative energy. We have an expansion of our second chakra potential energy. But unfortunately, for a lot of us, it's not being utilized. So especially for a lot of women I know, there's this conundrum where they're in a job, a job, and it's not fulfilling their inner life purpose. It's not fulfilling their life mission or what they feel like they're meant to do here on this planet. This is also a time when there's lots of opportunities to be an entrepreneur and to express your creative potential in more ways that are possible. And so a lot of people, women more in particular, are like, I want to do it. I want to make a difference. I want to give back to the world. And I just feel stuck. And when you feel stuck, that also affects your fifth chakra. This was one of my incentives to create a intuitive coaching program that's going to be offered in January. So if you stay tuned and get on my mailing list, I'll send out some more information around it. But it's going to be a 6-month program to expand your potential and your creative intuition and see what you're meant to be doing on this planet. Okay, so along with the expansion of the creative potential comes more childbirth. And so women wanting to have children at older ages. So like I could speak for myself, I had a child at 47. So a lot of women are in my sphere now that are wanting to get pregnant later. And part of this has to do with our creative potential. Our energy, our creative channels kind of run through our hands and out through our fingers and through our heart and through our second chakra. And we're filling this void where we feel like that's the next piece that's going to help with our evolution. So oftentimes it's not so obvious what's blocking you from having a child. It's sort of similar to to attracting a soulmate, the path you need to go on to clear whatever is standing in the way of you meeting your potential love, your soulmate. And that too, I could talk more about offline. We're not going to talk too much about it unless somebody has a specific question about that in today's session. Okay, the third topic I want to speak just briefly to is the balance of giving and receiving. So for my clients and friends, I'm also noticing that it's a syndrome that women have a hard time receiving. They're just having a hard time receiving whatever, a compliment even, or we're about to talk about sexuality, so we have difficulty receiving sexual pleasure. And we feel like we need to give more to be a good person. And so that's one of the dynamics that is, in general, healing itself in this growth cycle in the collective consciousness, that we don't have to give to be a good person. Just us being ourselves and living in our truth of who we are is enough on this planet. And then with the second chakra energy rising up, the heat within inside us, we feel like we want to give back. First, you need to fill yourself up, fill up the container, and then you can give back to the universe, which is actually one of my incentives for offering these free healings, so that I could reach out to more people who may not be able to afford my work as well. Okay, so the fourth thing that I'm going to talk about is we used to believe that we needed to suffer or to like more effort equals a good person. And a lot of our ancestral patterns that were passed on to us is about sin, and sex equates to sin, especially if it's out of marriage. And so this is a fallacy that's actually just starting to heal itself in this generation. It wasn't healed in the last generations, where we're learning, wait a second, sex, sexual pleasures, it's actually good and it's okay, and I'm allowed to receive and take it. So let's all just shut our eyes for a moment and come inwards. Feel your two sit bones on your chair, or if you're laying down, just feel the surface from underneath you coming up to support you. And feel your 2 feet on the floor, or if you're laying down, just feel the surface below you supporting you completely. And imagine some gold light energy coming in from the universe, from the cosmos, and coming in through the crown of your head and gently filtering through layer by layer, chakra by chakra, all the way down. And when it comes into your sacral chakra, which is your womb area, the area just below your belly button, imagine an orange light swirling around clockwise, just swirling around. It's spinning in your navel. And as it spins around, it gets brighter and more powerful. And it slowly, just like water spinning out, starts to emanate to every cell of your body, stemming out from your sacral chakra. And feel the warmth from this area. You could feel it from your genital area up to your belly button. Imagine it circling there, warm, bright vibration. And keep meditating on this waves of warmth, like water, streaming out from the central point through the rest of you. And I'm going to start to channel the group vibration right now. The first word that comes up for me is hope. Hope. Just think about what you think about with hope. You think about the Obama era. You think about reaching towards something light, having faith. And then there's sort of like this heavy load of weight that people are kind of pushing away. And this is resulting in some physical achiness in the physical body. Well, let me see what else is going on. And our foundation starts with the first chakra. So I'm just going to actually give a little bit of first chakra grounding to everybody on this call. Yeah, it's like when you have that, you're like, okay, as long as I have my foundation, then I can create anything upwards. I'm just going to do a brief look at ovaries, how the ovaries looking. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, the ovaries on the right side are looking a lot darker and a lot more overworked than on the left side. So this means, ladies, you guys are overworking. You're like pumping it in order to, be enough. And you could shut your eyes and do this little visualization with me. I want you to imagine your two ovaries, and you can imagine them either inside of you, or you can imagine a screen out in front of you, which has your two ovaries. And so I want you to imagine that your ovary on the right, you're gonna color gold, change it from a darker color to a lighter color. And then the ovary on the left, go ahead and paint it gold as well, although that would be easier. That lights up right away. And then ask yourself, how connected are your two ovaries? And this is just an intuitive answer you're going to get. And in general, I see that they're not connected. This is a collective consciousness answer. So ask yourself to your heart, why is my left ovary not connected to my right, and vice versa? And just see what answer you get. And it's because you're divided inside. It's like you want to do this, but you should do that. You want to do that, but this is safe. Those kind of things. So I'm just going to do a little bit of healing and clearing on those. And then imagine a gold light stream connecting the two ovaries. Good. I can tell you guys are doing really good with this because it's changing really fast. Yeah. So the two ovaries are now connected with the gold light. Good. Now, with this second chakra energy, I want you to actually expand, make your whole womb gold. Bring gold light into your whole womb. And if you're a man, you can do this as well. It's not your womb, but it's your uterus, or your testes and your area down there as well, your bladder. And I want you to imagine that your gold light is stemming up to your upper body, to your throat, and out through your fingers. This is your creative channels. And so what we're doing is we're turning the volume up on your creativity. And so you're imagining gold from your second chakra coming up to your throat and going out through your shoulders, through your arms, and out through your fingers. And this is the manifestation energy when it comes out through your fingers. So just see it. And then imagine that you're holding a little ball. I see it as a translucent ball with colors in it. And this ball is your creation. And so keep streaming the energy from your second chakra up through your throat, split at your throat, down through your arms, and out through your fingers, and into the golden, the whatever color you want. I would say golden ball or translucent ball. And it's got the energy of your creative flames going into it. Okay, for 5 more seconds, put it all into the ball. And then I want you to release the ball out into the universe. Trust that the universe has got it. And we're going to end this meditation just by grounding your energy, which means bringing your energy from your sacral all the way down into the earth, all the way down through your legs into the earth. So manifestation comes from up here, but you have to be solid and grounded down here. Okay, so now I'm going to open it up to questions. So you could either post them in the chat, or I'm going to put a phone number right here in the chat for you to call in. I'm going to turn my phone on. So we'll just do a few minutes of live healing. Okay, so my phone is now on. And there's a little bit of a lag time, so I'm going to just take a moment. Okay, I'm going to start with Lori Smida. Excuse me if I didn't say that right. She wants some healing for her lower back pain. This is second chakra, so let's just look at what's going on with Lori. Oh, by the way, if you write your name, that's basically permission for me to do healing for you and to say your name out loud, if that's okay. Thanks for the XO, Lori. Okay, so let's just see what's going on for Lori. Lori, this is you carrying the weight of the world. You are just holding so much, and it like on one hand it might feel that way, but another hand not so. This is like you supporting people that need you, people that are sucking your energy. Some of it is family members, and some of it is members in the community. And you want to, like, that is your truth, is giving more and giving more. It's like I see you volunteering yourself, and that's actually what you're put on this earth to do, is just to give and give through altruistically, let's say. However, it's really weighing on you. And so what I'm going to do for you in healing is I'm going to just release some of these cords of all the people who are holding on to. And I do see your husband supporting you very strongly. You're like, okay, at least I have one person I could lean on and that could hold me. Well, but that's questionable as well. Anyways, so I'm just releasing the cords of the people who are kind of holding on you. And then part of it is a mind perspective as well. So what I'm envisioning right now is you filling up your cup, and so that you are in balance. And part of this is you allowing yourself to receive more. And then once you're able to do that, then you have more to give, and you so want to give more. I know it. And gosh, there's so many things that you could be doing right now. One of these days you'll have to let me know what you're up to. But yeah, I just see a lot of potential for you. I'm giving a little Reiki to your low back because you're carrying just too much weight for others. Okay, great. Okay, to the lower chakra. I'm going to give you a little Reiki on confidence, strength, stability, standing in your worth, and money. We could all use a little bit more money manifestation. Sending that, actually, when I say your way, I'm sending this to everybody. Yes, you have to be able to receive. Okay, so open, everybody, imagine opening your doors of receptivity, your ability to receive. And then find peace with family and yes. So people are actually texting me what they want healing around. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'll read it out loud. Family, home, and abundance feels in question because we don't feel appreciated in current setup with my living with my friends and taking care of their 4-year-old. Okay, anyways, you're the same person I'm already giving healing to. So let's just finish off your healing, grounding. It's very bottled up in your chest, worry, anxiety. So let's just exhale, take that go, let that go. Bring your energy through your heart, down into your lower chakras. And by the way, when I'm giving the energy healing to one person, it's actually going to everybody because like law of attraction, you wouldn't be here if you didn't need the healing around the topics that I'm actually talking about. You probably would have signed off by now.
Absolutely. This is Brenda. We met at a Burning Man after your just amazing session on clairvoyance. And I wanted to say hello and also request a healing. Right after Burning Man, I got laid off from work. I had to go through surgery on my uterus, ovaries, etc. And I'm in the middle of this interesting moment in my life where I need to figure out what to do next, whether I create my own company or not, whether I create a baby or not, and how to heal my body. So I would be really grateful for any intuition or healing.
Okay, Brenda. Well, there is a whole bunch of topics there for us to look at. So do you feel comfortable saying your full name? Your throat, your 5th chakra is very kind of clenched and you're having a hard time actually getting the proper oxygen that you need into your body. And so I'm going to kind of open up your throat passageway and bring in some oxygen. Okay. And then I'm just going to pause the energy at your heart because this is like running, kind of get it all done. And there's this time frame whenever it comes to IVF. And so just kind of like putting my ethereal hand on your heart and just receive this kind of like it's going to be okay. That's what the Supreme Being wants you to know, that it's going to be okay. Whatever happens, it really will be okay. Okay, let me look at how your creative channels are running. Let's see, your right one. So your right one is coming from your ovaries up your right shoulder, but it stops just about your mid-arm, the creative energy. And so I'm going to ask, are you right-handed, by the way?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So the right side looked more powerful and strong. So let's see what's blocking it at your shoulder, just below your shoulder is, it's like, I think I can, but I don't know. So it's sort of like you stop yourself once just before you get there. You might have an idea, inspiration, and when you're talking to your friends or family, it sounds really good. And then it's sort of like, and this also gets really blocked in your 5th chakra. It's sort of like, I just can't take the next step towards it. And it looks almost like this, like gravity is pulling you backwards rather than forward when it comes to creation. And this is, it's fear-based, and it's fear-based. Like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I'm going to go ahead and clear that for you. And I'm going to move the energy down your arm, your right arm. And it's now flowing, but it's still a little bit blocked on, it's just going really slow down to your fingers. So I'm seeing what's blocking it. And well, first of all, I'm seeing a lot of baby energy. And so I'm trying to figure out how this is connected, but it is sort of like this triangle that you kind of just want to curl up and hold a baby in your arms and kind of like settle into the womb. So there's this part of you that doesn't even want to go out there and create. You just want to be like on the couch with a little like munchkin. And so this is creating a little bit of dichotomy in you, but it's the worry and the anxiety. And then like, I should be doing something. I should be doing something more. Like you probably were raised in a family that was like, you need to get a better job that pays you well, that kind of stuff. So that vibration is like running in the backdrop, which is kind of influencing your own personal creation, because it's like you don't want to go into a job, because anytime a woman has baby creation energy, she's in her creative flow. And so it's super hard for a woman to go to a job just for money at that time, because she becomes more aware of what she actually wants in life and not what she doesn't want, if that makes sense to you. So I'm actually just setting the intention to release it as soon as I say it. And then as I release it, it kind of releases from your sphere. So I'm just letting it all go. And now the energy is moving really freely down your right arm, all the way through your right fingers. So let me just briefly look at your left creative channels. That's very slow. And this also has a lot of the baby curl up energy, like the word permission is coming up, like giving yourself permission to not have to, do. Like, this is something I want to have a longer conversation with you around, like what that could look like. But what I'm going to do, just to kind of wrap up here, is I'm just going to bring the gold light vibration creative flow down your left arm. And it is going just through my intention all the way through your left fingers. Okay, great. So that's a start for you for a little bit of the womb healing. And I would love to work more with you. So let's talk offline.
That sounds great.
Okay, thank you.
I'll set up some time.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to do one more healing, and I'm going to actually turn off my phone right now. And I apologize if I didn't get to everybody. But I'm just going to give a little bit of healing to Lisa Denon Young. She wants a stable foundation, receiving clarity of path, and money manifestation. Okay, so I'm going to bring up Lisa Denon Young. I'm going to bring up your energy. You too, your energy is a bit bottled up in your throat. And so I'm just going to give you a little loving energy, and it's going to be okay. This is literally a syndrome for, I'm sure, everybody in this call, that we just have this, like, I got to go get a job that pays me well. I have to, like, that pressure. It's like a bat, like bamming ourselves that we're doing. And you're going to be okay, Lisa. I want you to know that you do have a lot of ambition and potential. So specifically, you wanted to know stable foundation, receiving clarity, a path, and money manifestation. Okay, first of all, the clarity of the path, your sixth chakra, you are very intuitive, but you have the smoke shield over your sixth chakra. And so we want to remove that. It's not, you're basically consumed with you right now, that you're actually not seeing the options. And this probably goes for everybody on this call, that the way we think it is often not what's in the highest good or the best line for us. Like, if I thought I was going to be doing intuitive coaching while I was in occupational therapy school, then no way, there's no way I would have possibly ever believed that or taken that for reality. And so it's opening up our peripheral vision. This is for everybody. And also opening up our mind to what's in front of us and potentials that are not just so, we think other people think this of us or are concerned with us, but the people are actually concerned about themselves. And it's a law of attraction that what we think people think about us, they do think about us. So you basically just change your beliefs and then put your energy out there, and then you will be more balanced. Okay, as soon as I said that, Lisa, that's good. You're already putting your energy out there. And okay, so let's just, for everybody, I'm just going to open the money doors for everybody. Let me just look at this in general. So, well, actually with Lisa, with you, it's you're closing off of your fifth chakra. It's almost like closing the gate. So let's open that up for you and for everybody. For Ricky. I could breathe. I could laugh, I could be free, I could relax my shoulders, it's going to be okay. Money's recyclable. Every time you give, like you give money like at the grocery store, or you have to pay for your everything, rent, just look at your energy when you do give it away towards whatever you're giving it to. And the energy is recyclable. And every time you do that, here's a mantra for you: money comes back to me and more than I give. So just keep thinking every time you give that $100 bill or whatever away, or $20, the money's going to come back to you. If you believe it will, it will. Money finds me. Okay, you're all so stuck in like, I need to do it this particular certain way, and you're creating constraints and obstructions. And actually, I'm going to invite everybody to do this with me. I want you to actually visualize, just visualize. You can see where you want to go or have some idea. You don't have to see what it actually is, but see what the vibration of you doing it out into the world. And I want you to draw a line from where you are to there. And I want you to see yourself walking along that path, going towards where it is that you're destined to go or you want to go. And go ahead and set your energy vibrations that you want to be while you're walking on that path. This stems to what I talked about initially, that we believe we need to put so much energy and contraction into it. But I want to reverse that belief for everybody right now on that call. So you could just believe that you could walk that path, getting there, feeling however you want to feel, feeling light, feeling free, and feeling like you have an open heart that's fully capable of loving. And I want you to all take in the mantra, making money is easy and it's fun. And I'm good at what I do. So I'm giving it one more time, fifth chakra, bringing that energy from the fifth chakra down into the second, the womb energy. The womb energy is a creation energy. And let's all end here by shutting your eyes, coming into your womb one more time, creating that orange color that circles and vibrates at a very high frequency in your second chakra. And I want you to see you releasing all the cords of the people who are holding onto you a little bit too tightly without your permission, which is basically everybody who comes to your mind right when I say that, except if it's a baby. Just let all of that energy go and create more space in your womb for you. Fill yourself up. And then through that filled up space, go ahead and release it out through your shoulders, out through your fingers, up through your head. Let it waterfall out through the crown of your head. And then down your pelvis, down your legs, down into your feet, and all the way down into your grounding cord. And once the energy is released completely, I'd like you to slide your hands down your knees and lean your head forward. And this is called balancing, where we let all the excess residue of this reading, of this healing, whatever you took or not, to be released out into the universe and off of you. And then when you come back up, you're set at the vibration that's going to be most beneficial for you for the rest of this day. For all the other calls. And I hope you have a very blessed weekend and a beautiful day, rest of your day. And I hope that we connect again somehow. I'm just going to check my chat. I just got some thank yous. And to that, I say namaste.